Hello and welcome to See If It Sticks, the podcast where we solve your first world problems, enabling you to go on with your life, staring down the biggest and awfulest world problems. A little bit like giving you the confidence to tell your hairdresser that they've done it wrong.
I could never do that.
I could.
I just don't go back.
And I would.
So if any of my old hairdressers
could have fooled me, Dominic.
That's me doing my own hair today. This is just me. Au naturel, it goes wavy.
I'm Dan.
I'm Dom.
And I'm Ross.
And we are starting today we've had a winflux.
Is it a win-win?
Or maybe a windfall.
Oh. A windfall.
Yeah.
We didn't even prep those.
No. I did.
Oh, did you?
I've been writing these for weeks. Literally weeks.
There's a lot you can do with the name win, though, isn't there?
Of communication.
Yes. Our win box is full.
Oh. Well, I'm just going to start, I think, because mine's, I think, is the oldest piece of winformation.
Oh. I wasn't ready for that
one. So let me begin. So I don't know if anybody remembers, but we received. Oh, sorry.
Oh, hello.
I've received a dengue fever from my trip to the tropics. We received a bit of communication from Steve Wynn a few weeks ago where he was talking about his wife opening cans with her bum. And we were perplexed by this. And we didn't even remember our own episode because he was referring to, well, he said, I was on about the Kylie Bum Insurance episode, which...
Wow, that's ages ago.
Which is...
Kylie Bum Insurance, by the way, is my new indie band.
Yeah. It is also my startup company name. When I mentioned my wife opening it with her arse.
I think your Kylie Bum Insurance, like how you you get car insurance, which kind of like insures your car. House insurance insures your house. What, like, other than Kylie Minogue's bum, like, you're protected, like...
Well, I'm getting a franchise from Kylie Minogue because she's famous for getting her bum insured.
Yeah.
And then other people will jump on the bandwagon. It become a new fad of people insuring their bums.
I was thinking the other way around, like people would take out insurance guarding against Kylie Minogue's bum.
Or that, because, it could cause accidents. You're walking along the street, you see Kylie Minogue, you just stare at that bum, walk out into the middle of the road, get hit by a bus. Who do you blame?
Kylie Minogue's bum.
Kylie Minogue's bum.
Yeah.
That's what Kylie Minogue's bum insurance is for.
Because there's obviously a discrepancy in insurance, isn't there? Because car insurance, house insurance protects that thing that it's named after, but hurricane insurance protects you from hurricanes.
Yeah, Godzilla insurance.
Yeah,
something I renew every year.
Yeah. It's not just Japan, No, come here. It's true. Got a lot of water around us.
True,
actually. It's very true.
It's a bit cold though, the sea.
Maybe chilly. We should make the English equivalent of Godzilla. What would it be?
Well, instead of Godzilla coming out of the water.
Yeah, but they've got like this iguana, this marine iguana that's mutated from a South Pacific island. What would we have?
Princess Diana.
Like 100 foot tall.
100 foot tall zombified Princess Di.
Oh no. I was thinking more like, like some sort of
pug or something.
I was thinking like sort of like a giant goat from the Sheppey Islands or something like that. Not the Shetland Islands.
Corgi.
Yeah, like a giant Corgzilla.
I'm forgetting all the names.
Yeah.
Just putting Zilla on the everything. Yeah, I'm getting them.
Corgzilla!
Corgzilla.
But it'd be more like, oh, buy it! There's that Corgzilla over there! Because it would be made in America, and that's apparently what we sound like.
That is exactly what I sound like.
Yeah, well, I live in Dick Van Dyke.
That's exactly what I sound like, mate.
I don't look at the chimney, Mrs. Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins. Dick Van
Shine your
Dyke.
shoes, governor.
Ecky thump and all that. But anyway.
Is that your bit,
yes,
is it?
that is what he wanted to inform us. Thank you for clearing up that piece of confuzzling confusion, Steve Wynn.
Who's next?
I'm going to go next.
Okay.
Pick
us a winner.
Oh, it came out of nowhere. That did.
It really did. It really did.
Oh, shit! Now I've got to think of another one.
Diamond Jack Palmer's watching.
Hey! Here it comes! This is Diamond Jack Palmer. Come to drink on my sarsaparilla and bang my wife.
Yeehaw!
Ka-chow!
He says apples and pears, lads.
It was bees. Here he comes down the street, it's Diamond Jack Palmer. He's coming down the pub, he's going to play us a bit of honky-tonk piano. And here he comes, it's Diamond Jack Palmer. He's a right cockney nut job. He's a diamond, that Jack Palmer.
Diamond Jack the Lad Palmer.
You slag.
Oh, it is to laugh.
Oh, what it is, this mirthful thing that echoes from our lips.
By the way, it's only just sort of occurred to me that we're live. I'm directly in front of the camera. But do you ever get for some reason, like a really itchy nipple?
I have done, yeah.
I have experienced the old itchy nip in the past.
I am fully glass-cuttingly erect right now. And I just can't stop itching it. And I keep like crossing my arms to try and conceal it, but it must be so obvious that I'm just keep pinching my nip.
I'm looking at you here because it's quite dark in here tonight, and you're wearing all black. You couldn't really tell what area you were touching. You could have been like upper shoulder. It could have been.
No, it's full on.
It could have been a bit of the armpit. You can't really see what you're getting at, but now we know. Now
Thanks for
knows.
that.
It's okay. Everyone's going to have their eyes on it now.
Yeah, and now it's going to get even itchier because you've spoken about it.
It's too late for that, mate. I've been scratching that itch for the last hour.
Maybe you're growing a new hair, chest hair.
Oh,
maybe it's your first
7.
chest hair.
I could be a double digit soon. I'm glad I thought you were going to go for something really sinister. Like maybe I should go get a
mammogram.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Is this that's actually a thing, isn't it? Like men can.
Yes, men can
get
get breast cancer. Yeah.
And on that subject, I keep meaning to to mention on the podcast that I went and had my testicle checked the other day because I found a lump on my ball.
Oh my.
Fortunately for me,
it was your other testicle.
I finally found my penis.
It's inside my scrotum.
It's yours.
It's so cold right now. It's gone in.
But fortunately for me, it was just a cyst. It's just a cyst. It was about 2.1 millimeters by like 1.2 millimeters. She told me.
Wow, that's very precise.
Very precise, right?
Did she make a comment about it being the biggest she's seen or the smallest she's seen?
Remember, Ross?
I know I haven't got to the cyst yet. But yeah, but I keep meaning to say that, like, ball health, very important.
Check your nuts.
Check them.
Check them.
Take them in your hands.
Get your lady friend to check them.
Or, well, no, get yourself checked. Because you know what your balls should feel like.
I guess so.
If you're like us and play with them often.
I can't really leave them alone.
No, you should know exactly the pure topography of your scrotum.
Yeah. So that's an interesting thing now, because now I know that it's a nothing. Like, unless it starts causing me any issues, it's not blocking anything, it's not doing anything. She was like, you realise you have to incorporate this into your routine now. So now I have to like purposely think, I've got that there, make sure it's not getting any bigger, make sure there's nothing else around it, that sort of thing.
There you go.
Check them.
So I find it's always fun to do it in the shower because you get a bit slacker in the shower.
yeah.
In the warm.
Yeah, it gives you a little bit more room to work with.
Yes,
because they drop down for the cooling.
Yes.
Don't they?
Yeah.
Like an exhaust port.
Yeah.
Plus, I find that I can't, because I trim my ball hair. I don't shave it off. I trim it, but in cold climates, it's like a prickly pear. Like you can't lay your hands on it. It's like its defense mechanism. Gets stung like a cactus.
The porcupine nut.
Yeah.
Anyway, Steve Wynn again.
Oh.
We had some more come through from him. There were comments on our Facebook page. bringing it further into the we're bringing it more into the present now. We talked about a previous episode with the Kylie Bottom episode, and last episode we were talking about people who make shitloads of noise in cinemas, movie theatres.
Yes.
So he says that he went to see Rogue One and The Force Awakens, and for both he had the whole cinema to himself because he went to the latest showing on a weekday. I went on my own, so it's even quieter. So obviously we were sort of talking about that anyway, weren't we? Having later night showings for adults without fucking kids.
Yeah.
And then he suggests that we need a ninja sniper.
Ninja sniper.
Above the screen in a hide with a silenced pellet rifle and a rustling sensor on the back of the seats. It sets off a laser. Fuck yeah, laser.
Laser.
So you just see the little red dot appear on your chest and you know you've got to stop rustling.
Yes, that marks the villain for the sniper to shoot. It's a deterrent and non-lethal, but also
catch him in the
painful.
eye.
Yeah. Well, I think the ninja sniper would have to be elite enough not to hit people in the eye.
There we go. We've got a nice winvention there.
Oh! No, that was a good one.
What a winsome day we're having.
Yeah, you can shoot a hole in their Coca-Cola, couldn't you?
That would piss people off.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
It'd piss off the person sitting next to them who they've been rustling for 10 minutes and now you shot a hole in their Coke and it's spraying all over them.
Lovely.
Hello, boys.
Have we had any more
Just checking my
comments?
facey, B.
Yeah, all from Diamond Jack Palmer. Basically being a cockney. Yeah. Lots of cockney comments about getting out of my pub. Says elks get breast cancer too. We've got to check elks as well. Is an elk a giant deer?
It's like a moose.
Yeah.
Yeah. I check my elk's breasts and testicles.
Well, my elks are all been castrated and what's it called? A mastectomized. So I don't have to.
Sounds quite brutal.
Well, no, it's done. It's done
Humanely, is it?
Purely humanely.
He also says that he would like to formally apply for the cinema sniper position. I think you'll be at a big queue
Yes,
for cinema sniper. I think I would like that position too.
I think my girlfriend would be at the front of the queue.
Yeah. With grenades. Is it my turn for some win?
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
It is.
And I hope you've got a damn good pun to end this. Conclude
I think
this
I used
section.
them all already. He says Rossgestion, which is a new thing. I like that. I do like it a lot. Rossgestion.
A Ross suggestion.
It's Rossgestion. Yeah, Rossgestion. I like it.
Right.
He says, "Hey guys, it's just me. Just a suggestion about fun ideas which make a little segment in the show dedicated to funny or stupid stuff already invented for first world problems. Thought it might be fun.
Wonderful.
It is.
Oh,
That was reaching.
that was
He's onto a
B
winner.
material.
But we do already have that segment, and we have used it. We haven't used it for a while, but it was called "It's Already Stuck."
It's already stuck.
It's already stuck, but we have used that before. He says, "Keep up the good work, Stevie W."
But this is nice because now we have got a nice segue to go into a nice little bit of "It's Already Stuck."
Yeah. And he's
read us right into it.
Oh man, he smashed us at the heart. He sent us. He says, like this fun idea, which is a book on a string. So I guess what's that for? If you fall asleep?
Well, I suppose if you drop your book in the bath.
Yeah.
It just winds it up like it's just a dog lead on a hook.
Amazing.
And I guess it
It's
just
great.
zips it up.
You could put other things on that as well, couldn't you?
You can put your balls on it.
Put your phone
Keep
on
your
it.
balls
Oh,
dry.
it's changed on the live stream as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, check me out. I just figured out how to do this. And he's also sent us this one, which is foot sweepings.
He doesn't like that one though. He does say that.
He
in
said,
the message.
"This is just stupid." But imagine, like, so you sweep it into your left foot and you go to walk away and flick it everywhere.
I know.
It's not going to be any good for anyone.
What a mess you
But
would
you
make.
could paint a wall with the right foot there as well.
Yeah,
that'd
you
be
could.
nice. You could sit down and paint.
You could like sweep the dust off of the skirting boards.
Yeah.
But I
If
don't
you had-
think the left foot works very well. The right foot, very good idea. Left foot, terrible idea.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's a dustpan and brush, by the way, for people who are listening at home.
Yeah, well, you could use it. You could put a spoon on there, just a regular spoon, and eat your soup with it.
You could flick the soup. You could drop the soup on the floor and then flick it into your own face.
Soup.
Yeah. Well, I hold my spoon with my foot anyway.
It's true.
It's hand foot. Is it problem time?
It is problem time.
And you've lost the game because no win pun for you.
Yeah.
I am.
I did. I said.
Disappointed.
Did I not say he's onto a winner?
That's.
I think you'd lot were shouting over me at
That
the time.
doesn't count. His name's Win.
Such wintermediate puns.
Such a bunch of winkers. That was a slack one. I'll give you that.
That was slack. That was D-roll at best.
I'll take it. Okay. I liked it.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, it's giving me the giggles. Okay.
Do you need to hand off your duties to someone else?
I'm alright.
You're gonna be all right. You stop
I'm
rubbing
alright.
his tits, now he's rubbing his eyes.
That's
That's how you get infections, Dan. That's how you get pink eye.
I'm very aroused.
Okay. William Sanders sent us a tweet saying, "I can't hear my TV over the sound of me eating."
Put the fucking fork down, fatty.
Whoa, Ross. That is fat shaming.
Says me who polishes off at least a bag of crisps at night.
One bag of crisps every night.
The big bags, the sensations bags, while I'm watching
Ooh.
telly at night.
Dear Lord, Ross.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you're not bigger.
Yeah, I've stopped now. Now I'm on a diet, but before that, I was doing easily one of those a night. We started off with me and Matilda, my girlfriend, sharing, and then we ended up with our own bag each after a little while, and then
Yeah.
next thing you know, then it was like a bag each, and I'd have a little bit of chocolate as well. I should be rolling myself in here.
Crisps are possibly the loudest TV food.
Yeah.
Apart from rock.
Yes, but it's not often that you eat rock in front of the TV.
But sticks of rock.
Sticks of rock, yeah.
I watched an amazing show the other day on how rock is made. And you know, it starts out as like this fucking
It's giant, isn't it?
7 foot long, 4 foot wide thing. That's how they get the names in the rock. They make it massive.
Yeah.
And then they roll it down to little.
Amazing.
It was
Have you got a
very
live demonstration for the guys at home?
yeah. Boom.
Gets his dick out and starts rolling it across the table.
No one wants to see that. And also, it wouldn't make the letters any smaller.
Diamond Jack says exploding cheese is the loudest.
Yeah, that is true.
Actually,
What's
no,
exploding
wouldn't
cheese?
explode. Wouldn't exploding like
Like popping candy.
or like exploding. You know those like brittles, like a brandy snap.
Yeah.
Exploding brandy snaps, also very deadly because you imagine shards of brandy snap flying everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be a very interesting way to kill someone as like an assassin. You ever seen that film with Jared Butler? I can't remember what it's called. Where he's like an assassin that kills people in interesting ways, or as an ex-assassin.
No.
Have you not seen it? It's
No.
called like Upstanding Citizen or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he's getting vengeance, isn't he? He's not.
Yeah, but like that was his work before he gave it up. He was like, he killed people in like interesting ways, like ties that would constrict
What is it
people.
called? It's not upstanding citizen, but it's something citizen, isn't
Yeah,
it? Something
it's
like
like law-abiding citizen. That's
it.
right, because
What a
someone
fucking film.
It's like a home invasion on his house, and his wife and his kid get killed. He gets beaten the fuck out of,
and he gets
like
put on him. So
yeah.
I'm not going to say too much about it.
But yeah,
Spoilers,
he
etc.
goes out for vengeance and does it in various
Very
interesting
cool,
ways.
very cool film.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I think you'd like it actually.
Yeah.
Not that I'm a big fan of.
I
If you
find
enjoyed
that hard to
John
believe
Wick.
I find that hard to believe with Jared Butler in it.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Jared Butler
He was
myself.
good in that though.
He was actually not too
was
bad
he?
in it.
And yeah, if you enjoyed John Wick, then you'll enjoy that, I imagine.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's
Very
Was
similar.
there
similar.
the peril of a kilt dog though?
No, it's his wife and small child.
Oh, who gives a shit about them?
Mm.
Did he have any pets?
They do get raped in front of him.
That would ruin anybody's day.
It was a bad day
Right.
for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a bad day.
Yeah, sounds like he's having a worse day than William Sanders. You can't hear his television.
That's true.
Just.
Maybe.
Yeah, perspective, William.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Perspective. That's our solution for this week. Goodbye. No, joking. You could be experiencing a home invasion and watching your wife get killed and raped in front of you.
Eating a bowl of cornflakes / Frosties is quite a noisy.
Yes,
thing
if you
to
haven't
eat.
left them time to get them to optimum sogginess.
No, you don't want them soggy. You want a
A crispy crunch.
Yeah, crispy crunch. Yes.
You want a crispy crunch.
A munchy crunchy crunch.
A munchy crunchy munchy crunch.
And a crunchy as well. That's quite crunchy.
Elaborate on your previous point. Diamond Jack says law-abiding citizen is a poor man's John Wick.
Well, John Wick didn't exist for 10 years after.
I have to admit, I do enjoy John Wick a lot. I've only ever seen it once.
Me too.
But I really, really, really like John Wick.
You know what?
I've seen it about 5 times.
It's a masterclass in world building, John Wick.
Yeah.
Because nothing is ever told to you, but you just get it.
Yeah.
How it works.
I might actually watch that again when I get home.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go watch it.
I really seriously enjoyed it. All the exposition just happens as you go along.
You just need no information dumps.
No. You just know. You
understand how John Wick's world works. It's a bit odd.
It's nice and simple.
Bit cool.
Yeah, I think it's like the first Taken film. Like, you don't have to see like an hour of Liam Neeson's life as a secret operative, whatever. You just get it as soon as he starts. You know, like
he has
there's
a very particular set of skills.
There's enough given to you. Like you know, he's sort of like by what he's doing at the beginning of the film, and then he knows a guy who says, "But you're retired.
You're coming out of retirement."
Yes, you're right. No, that John Wick is you understand how the hotel works.
You understand how everything works without anybody having to go, well, this is the hotel, and the hotel, this is where the people come. Yeah. And after they've done their jobs, they come here and they play in these funny coins, and these coins are funny things because there are things, and this is what this is, and blah, 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 blah. Whoa. It's like the complete opposite to The Matrix. Like 2 Keanu films. Whereas The Matrix, there's a lot of exposition given to you in a very short space of time. Like, Keanu doesn't have to woe in that film. Actually, it was one of the first films I've seen in a long time that I thought Keanu Reeves was any good in as well.
I agree. I 100%
because it required him to do what Keanu does, which is stone-faced.
Be quiet.
Well, quiet. I started laughing a couple of times because we watched it on New Year's Eve around my house. And there was just a couple of things where like he gets like hit and takes a bigger hit than he's expecting. And he kind of like does that like, whoa. And I just started laughing, expecting it to go.
I kind of want a reference to something Keanu-ish in John Wick too. I don't know why. You know it's on its way, right?
Yeah.
I just kind of want something because in The Matrix you had the whoa. I don't know. I just kind of want him to do the Wild Stallions thing in John Wick 2 at one point.
That would be amazing.
But like, just have it. Or even have it in the score, just like really low in the mix in the score. Like when he's like having a fight or something, and then when he wins, you just hear, it's just very low, and you just hear this in the piece of music that's going at the time. I don't know.
I would enjoy that.
I enjoy that.
I would say wear headphones for this solution, but I find if I've got headphones on, it's louder.
Oh,
my crunching gets louder.
Definitely.
You're creating a barrier that is bouncing off or some shit.
If I'm on the tube and I'm eating some crisps or something, I've got my headphones on. It's just, I might as well take them off for a little while. I can hear my every mastication.
I'm not. I'm one of these people that I can't stand the sound of people eating.
No, I'm not a big fan of it either. I'm not a big fan of smacky lips.
No, I hate it. It's like nails down a chalkboard for me. As soon as someone does it, I'm like, oh, fuck.
The worst one is my dad. My dad does this thing where occasionally he'll just go,
oh, yeah.
What, when he's eating?
No, just in general. He'll just be like, he'll go like, oh, I fancy a cup of tea.
Oh, don't do that noise. I don't like it.
I don't like it. See, it's okay when you do it, but when I hear it, it drives me crazy.
Oh, I once slept, actually, funnily enough, I once slept around my cousin Sam.
Yes.
I once slept round his house one night when we were, I don't know, early teens or something like that.
I'm wondering where you're going if you're sleeping around your cousin Sam's house in early teens and you're going off me going.
No. And
strange noise. Woke you up.
And I was sleeping on the floor. He's sleeping in his bed, obviously. And all night, I don't know if he does this normally or what. I've never slept in a room with him since. This is how much it annoyed me. Right?
I doesn't do any sleep.
He was snoring. He was going.
Yeah.
Every other
I'd
snore.
have put a sock in it.
And like, I literally was sitting there all night, just rocking back and forth, just like, ah! But I didn't say a thing. And I must have gotten about 3 hours of sleep that night. It wasn't a lot. And it was just like.
Do you think he still does it?
I don't know, because I've never slept with him. Even when I've slept around his house again in the future, I've just slept on a sofa or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I could never do it again. I don't think I've ever told him, so if you're listening...
You make horrible sleep noises.
You make horrible sleep noises.
My girlfriend does just every now and again when she's eating go... and I'm like... You know, it's just like, you sit there and like...
Ugh.
You got to pick your battles, Ross. Pick your battles. Come on.
Yeah.
This is not the one.
You know, I went for when Maddie and I were in London over Christmas, and we were in Pho, the
Yes, I've been there a couple of times.
Vietnamese restaurant.
Yes. Oh, what? PHO?
Yes, yeah.
Poo. I always call
Was that
it.
the one in
Yeah.
Soho?
No, actually.
Oh.
I can't remember where it was. But anyway,
Oxford Street?
sorry?
Oxford Street?
I
one
can't-
There isn't one
can't
on
remember.
the street.
This one just off the
It was
side.
a new. Oh God, I can't remember. But anyway, there was where we were sitting. There was a lady. They had quite sort of loud music on in there.
Yeah, I always find that.
Which I don't really have too much of a problem with. It wasn't too loud that you can't hear the person opposite you, but loud enough that you can't hear everyone else in the restaurant, which I think is that's the optimum level of music for me.
I hate accidentally cottoning onto someone else's conversation in the
You
restaurant.
can't stop listening.
Because it's like, well, this is interesting.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to
It's just
listen. But they're so
completely-
close that you
Completely
can't stop
zone your
listening.
girlfriend out.
Yeah. And she just starts to become a Charlie Brown.
Yeah. Sorry, what did you say?
What?
My mum's a full-on eavesdropper. We were at a restaurant the other day and someone was giving someone a gift. It was near Christmas. Someone was giving someone a gift and she was literally out of her seat trying to see what they got them.
Oh, God.
Like this. I was like,
Oh
what are
my
you doing? It's
God.
none of your fucking
I'm
business.
terrible for looking at other people's food in a restaurant
Yeah.
because
If I'm picking, I'll
because
look.
if I'm looking at the menu and I sort of look around and see what other people are eating just to see what looks good. I'm also someone who'll go up and go, "What are you eating? Because that looks really nice. Is it nice?" I will ask, like, especially at Wagamama, because you're so close together in Wagamama's if it's busy.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
well, I feel like Wagamama's is a strict no talking to someone else next to your policy.
Well, why? Because
Dunno.
they're sitting on the fucking same
I don't know.
table as
It
you.
just in Wagamama's, it just feels like we're all inconvenienced by being put together. Do you know?
I think it
no,
just
can I-
makes everything faster because people want to get out as soon as possible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's such a good idea. Yeah. But anyway, we were in Pho, right?
Yes.
And there was a lady eating
Poo.
in there by herself, like an older lady,
Right.
and she was just sort of Maddie was obviously directly in front of me at 12 o'clock, and this old lady was kind of at my 10 o'clock kind of thing. So she's well in my peripheral vision, and she ordered like the noodles and stuff like that because you know they do that. You sort of like, have you been to Pho?
No, I haven't. I was going to ask you what it was
So
like.
essentially, like,
Oh, it's
you know,
glorious.
they do a lot of good food. Like one of the main things they do is this Pho thing, which is like it's a bit like
It's
you know,
ramen, but it's not. It's Vietnamese ramen.
that sort of thing. So they have like a broth and the noodles, and then you put things in there. You can have like a spicy one, and they've got different spices in there and whatnot.
On the table as well, so you can pour in different strengths of hot sauce on the table and stuff like that.
But it's
So
there's
you're
good.
cooking your own fucking dinner and then paying someone
No,
for
they
it.
cook it. You have to put it together.
Right.
It comes like a flat pack.
It's like an
dinner kit.
IKEA food.
Yeah, IKEA food, yeah.
But this old lady was now just to let you know that I don't normally have much of a problem with old people, apart from the fact that you know
Are you elderly tolerant?
I'm elderly tolerant in general. But she was one of these. She was in there eating by herself, which I understand is probably a lonely experience. But she was fucking like nosy. Like she couldn't stop looking around at like everyone and staring at everyone in this restaurant, and it was really unsettling to me initially.
Is that because she just wasn't staring into her phone?
Yeah, because like she's just
That's
sort
what
of
we
like,
would do if we were on our own.
but like not at people. Like, come on, just read the menu again. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like when you forget to take your phone into the toilet with you. Like, still poo, read the back of a shampoo bottle. Let's just read whatever is in front of you, just to occupy yourself. And I know I'm not the only person that reads the back of a shampoo bottle when I forget something to read in the toilet.
I do.
Everyone does it.
I can't reach it. Can't reach it from the throne.
You have to pick it up before you sit down, mate.
Oh, really? I don't normally know I haven't got my phone until I sat down.
Oh,
I've begun.
okay, right.
I've started having a foo.
So this lady's there. She's like staring over at me and then anyone, and she was kind of like sitting around in her chair so that you could see it. She was sort of half
Making it very obvious that she was looking around the room.
Yeah, facing, and she was also looking out the window as well. And they brought her noodles, and even though I couldn't hear her, what I could see her mouth, and what she was doing, she was getting a forkful of the noodles and putting them in her mouth, chewing them, and going.
Oh, like rolling her tongue out,
sticking her tongue out and eating it, right? And then getting the spoon and not like, you know, how you would take a nice quiet sip from a spoon. It was like can't hear any of this, mind. I can just see it. I can see her going. I can see the food getting chewed up in her mouth.
Oh.
I can see her lips quivering on the spoon because she's going this way, right? And it bothered me. Even though I couldn't actually hear it, it was bothering me.
The sounds were there.
I could hear it. I was filling in the gap, and out of the corner of my eye, I could see her eating. I could see that fucking horrible pink, speckly old lady tongue coming out.
Oh God, it sounds like a horrific event.
This sounds like a David
awful.
Cronenberg movie.
It was awful.
It sounds awful.
Fucking lizard.
But then you could have taken your own advice and stopped fucking staring at her.
No. Because
read the menu.
like I say, she was at like 10 o'clock.
Right.
And unless you've got like some savage tunnel vision going on, I don't know.
You could just see it out of the corner of your eye.
Yeah, it was just out the corner of my eye. And where she was sort of like half face on, she was sitting round in her chair.
You got the full on like quarter angle as well of her going.
It's like watching a fucking dog eat.
Did you get the pork ball though?
I never get that pho because you know that time that we went to that restaurant and I got the noodles and it was really disappointing.
Did you go to pho with us?
Yeah, we went to pho when we went up to London at some point.
Yeah.
That day.
Is that the day we went to get comics and stuff?
No, because I went to meet Maddie after that. I was up with you and Gemma. Maddie and I went up to London with you and Gem.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember what we did now.
No, I don't know.
Day night. But we were up in London anyway.
Is pho like those little packets of things, or is it?
No, it's like a ramen broth with like all sorts of different stuff in.
Right,
So you could like the one I particularly like has noodles, all sorts of veg, and like pork, like big massive pork meatballs in.
Yeah, so you got like the standard ones, which are like it's pretty much just the broth and some chicken, or it's just the broth and some like
noodles.
It's like getting like miso soup.
Yeah.
Like you go to a restaurant and order like miso soup or something like that, and you've got just the noodles and the standard like amount of vegetables and whatnot in there. Yeah. But then you can order like spicy miso soup, and they might stick some chicken in there or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the soupy type meals.
I am. I'm a big fan of like
meals.
ramen, Japanese ramen particularly.
I really like it as well. But as I say, like the thing is that my expectations were so high because all the food in pho was really good, and I ordered this garlic beef pho, and I thought it's going to be so delicious and garlicky with the beef being in there, and it just tasted a bit crap,
bit flat.
Yeah, but they do an amazing curry.
They do a nice curry.
This curry is like fucking 10 out of 10, mate.
Yeah.
Another good place to go is Shoiru in Kingly Court. And so,
really?
Yeah,
Never
very
been.
nice.
I always enjoyed ping pong.
Ping pong
was a good one.
Anyway, let's stop recommending restaurants and start starting to solve the problem.
Loud foods while watching television.
Well, I came up with an idea.
Okay.
So, sorry, it's a bit of future tech.
Oh, okay.
Bit of Dom's future tech. So, beaming the audio part of what you're watching straight into whatever part of your brain receives auditory sense.
So you're having like a little implant.
So basically you have a little implant there.
A Bluetooth implant.
A little Bluetooth thing goes to your thing, and it tricks your brain into thinking that's what it's hearing.
That's the noise. Yeah.
It's sort of an evolution of the T loop that people have who are deaf.
Yeah.
So you see that little thing, you know what that is, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're hearing inducted loop.
Yeah, the inducted loop. It's a bit...
Have you ever heard one of them, though?
Yeah, they're
sound quality is awful.
Funny that. But yeah, I think you see in cabs all the time.
Yeah.
But then sound quality in cabs is terrible as well. It's so weird. I
guess, you're not really supposed to hear the guy, are you?
Well, he's only supposed to ask you for his money. If you can make out what he's asking you for.
It comes up on the screen.
Cabbie in actually London again the other night. Right rude cabbie. So me and Jem been to the theatre and we're going back to Charing Cross. Caught the cab back and said, "Oh, it's all right, I paid by card." And he's like, "Oh, don't you have cash?" And I went, "No, I have a card and that's how I'm paying." He was like, "Oh."
You can't put it in his pocket, I guess.
And I was like, oh, sorry, I'm not helping you evade tax, mate. But it's like, this is why, like, Uber and shit like that's become popular. Because cabbies refuse to fucking evolve.
And also, it's cheap as fuck.
And also, it's cheaper.
Yeah,
you know, this is the problem. This is why they're losing out. It's like, would an Uber driver... Because you all pay on the app, don't you, with Uber?
Yeah, you don't give them any money.
So the Uber driver doesn't even fucking, give a fuck. He's got paid for his lift, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's so much nicer as well when you get to somewhere and you just get out of the car.
Yeah.
It's so much nicer.
Instead of having a fucking route for your pockets to find 55p or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You have more time to give them a little kiss goodbye and that.
That's it.
Yeah.
Stroke the knee and stuff.
Finish off what you were doing to pay for the ride. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so you'd have it beamed straight into the auditory receiving part of your brain. I don't know what it's called.
And did you have some sort of element of noise cancelling then? Because you...
Well, no, I think the whole point of it is it would cut out the what the signals you're receiving from the chewing of the food somehow.
Essentially, it's deafening you.
It sort of partially deafens you.
Switches off the main.
Switches off the main.
Goes to the auxiliary.
The main thoroughfares of auditory input and switches on this particular thing.
What about
because as well
there's a fire alarm going off?
Well, there's elements of
the dog will wake you.
There'd have to. Well, then there'd have to be more systems built on top of that. So you'd have to have visual implants that, because if you're deaf anyway, these would be a great thing to have anyway. So it would tell you when your alarm's going off in your house, when the doorbell goes, all sorts of. So it's an evolution of the Google Glass concept. So these would be either like a pair of contacts or an extra layer on top of your like cornea or whatever that would provide you with visual input from devices around your home.
To be honest, I can't think of anything a lot better than that.
Situation here. I'm sitting down an evening watching John Wick.
Who wouldn't watch John Wick?
Banging film. Right. Turn up nice and loud on your implants.
So engrossed in it with my implants on. Like, this is all that my life is right now. Maddie, sitting next to me down the other end of the bed. So excited watching John Wick. Heart attack.
Well, you'd see her having a heart attack, wouldn't you?
It was one of those paralysing heart attacks.
Oh, for fuck's sake. In that situation, yes, this particular technology wouldn't work particularly well. But built into your visual implants would be an entire body monitoring system, and you could also pair it to your significant other, children, family members, and it would let you know when they are in danger, experiencing cardiac arrest. If someone had a
paralysing cardiac arrest right next to you, I don't think you'd know anyway, would you? If they
just feel like they've gone to sleep or something.
If you were lying in bed watching a movie. Oh yeah, stop talking for the movie. So you'd know.
Knowing what I know about Maddie and knowing where that problem came from last week, I don't think she'd talk for a movie.
No, she doesn't.
No.
That's good.
So yeah, in that situation, you might be a bit come a cropper.
You never have to do when you're trying to watch a film and they start talking where you look at them and pause it. Like that. You don't have to do that.
Occasionally.
Yeah.
Don't we all?
Actually, do you know what?
But sometimes I pause it to tell her something. More than often
but
than not.
That's fair. I mean, if she paused it to talk to me, that's fine.
Yeah.
Her talking to me is more important than the movie.
For the first time in our 5 years of relationship, Jem started talking through something I really wanted to watch the other day.
Yeah.
She's never done it before. I think she experienced a look that she didn't realise I had.
Was it the filth look you gave to the people in the cinema the other day?
Yeah, basically, right. We started watching...
Dumb stink eye.
Yeah, we started watching Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency on Netflix.
I've done that. Finished it, yeah.
I haven't finished it yet. We're on third episode.
It's good. It gets better towards the end.
And I was sort of like, oh, this is pretty good. And he was explaining something, and it was sort of like a relatively decent bit of as much exposition as you get in that show. And then she started fucking chatting away to me about nothing, and I just went... like that. and I literally just turned around.
Do it to the camera so everyone will feel bad.
Oh god! Oh god!
And then I also did this. I just also like waved her off like that.
Slapped her.
And I sort of just
face pushed her.
I turned around, gave her the look, and just waved her off like that, and she was sat there mouth agape for about 2 minutes. Well, what the fuck is that? And I paused it again and went, don't, you know. that, and just put it back on. And then when the episode was
5
over,
years in, she's 5 years in, she's testing her
then
baby.
He's so happy with himself that he's got away with this.
Yeah. I'd have got punched in the ear roll, I think, if I'd have waved her away. I might have got away of pausing it and like giving her the stare, but if I'd have waved her away, I'd have had my fingers broken.
I don't know where the wave came from, but
Have you not mastered the art of pausing in a kind of like a not
Angry
an,
manner.
an aggressive manner, but like an irritable manner?
Passive
It's-
aggressive pausing, I call
It's
it.
like it's like instead of how you normally pause, it's like you have to look for the pause button. Like,
because I was so engrossed in my film, I've forgotten what the remote looks like.
sorry.
Yeah, you were saying, and then you rewind it a little bit to go back.
My
to,
one's always the
Go through it a
pause,
bit.
play, pause, play, pause, play. So I'll pause, and then when she finishes the sentence, play again, and then she'll start to pause again. and then after about the fourth time, I go, "Are you quite done?"
Fucking hell.
I couldn't get away with that.
No.
Not at all. Get a punch upside the ear roll if I said that. I do the pause and the stare every now and again. If literally someone's trying to explain something, and then
Thing is, I immediately feel bad about it because often I like in the morning or in the evening I read. So the thing is, I
you just saying when you read, you got that.
I can feel myself doing it. and
I hate that. Oh, that is something even worse.
But I understand. Maddie will start asking me a question or something, and I'll
Start following it with your finger.
Come to the end of the sentence, and I'll put my finger up, and then as I come to the end of the sentence, put my finger on the end of it, and put the book down and turn around. But then immediately, as soon as I see her face, I feel terrible, and I can't something bubbles up inside, and I feel like, oh my
I'll
god,
be alright with that.
I've literally just gone.
Giving her the finger,
Yeah.
the weight finger.
Yeah,
did
which
that-
isn't quite as bad as
I've done that. I did that to a customer a
The
few
wave.
weeks ago. It was great because I was talking to someone and then they came up and I went,
put his finger right on their lips.
"Quiet, be quiet."
Just after he's had like a pack of like cheesy poofs or something, like cheesy whatsits. On their face.
But I've only, funny enough, when
God,
you talk
my
about
nipple.
reading, I've just, you're still itching that.
It's
nipple.
going. It's still going, mate.
I've only just started reading again after leaving uni because when you're an English student, reading seems like the worst thing you can ever do.
Going back to your roots.
Yeah.
Started from the beginning. Read the alphabet.
Yep.
Now
now
I'm Kipper the dog.
I also read We're Going on a Bear Hunt and Tiger Came to See. No, and I started reading again. And I picked up a series that I sort of left about 2 or 3 years ago, and there've been a couple more books come out of it. I was reading it in bed the other night, and Jem was asleep. Right?
Anal
And then-
Addicts 1 and 2.
That's right. I know this is Anal Addicts 8. And then
It's quite a way through the series.
yeah, and Jem was asleep, and she woke up and went blah 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 blah, blah. And I was just like,
We can tell we've all been in a relationship for about 5 years,
Yeah.
can't you? The fact that we're just starting to do this, the tiniest things are like getting on our wick a little
I
bit.
know. So imagine being a 70-year-old man.
Says
We just turn your hearing aid off.
Yeah,
says Dirk Gently is awesome. I agree. I really, really enjoyed it.
yeah, I am enjoying it so far.
It's paradoxes. Anything with a paradox, I'm a fan of.
You might enjoy it too.
Oh yeah, Maddie's got it on the watch list. So,
Oh yeah, we were talking about it when we went out.
Yeah.
I've just started watching today. I'm about half hour in because the internet went down at home. Lemony Snicket. Because I love the film, a little bit wary about watching it, but then I realised it's Neil Patrick Harris as
Yes.
Count Olaf, and it's Patrick Warburton, the guy who does Joe's voice.
Joe's voice.
Yeah.
Joe's voice.
He's Lemony Snicket doing the voiceover.
Oh, right,
and
okay.
he's actually really funny so far, like really quirky the way he's doing it all.
Isn't it a bit kiddie though? I found the film a bit.
The
too
film's a
kiddie.
little kiddie, yeah. It's quite dark though at the same time as being kiddie. But I really love the film, and the series looks like it's going to be great. But Neil Patrick Harris has got to keep up with Jim Carrey, and that's, I don't know, he's quite
that's
there.
tough because that's quite a performance. Isn't
Literally,
it?
I've seen he's
OTT.
been on
Yeah.
he's been on the screen for about 3 minutes. He said hello to the Welcome the Children, and he's actually been quite funny.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, he's not gonna be Jim Carrey, is he?
Nah.
No.
But we'll see how he handles it.
So back to the problem while we're watching television, eating. What I was going to maybe sort of suggest is like a little bit like a mouth guard, but it's like a sort of a dampening. There's be some sort of dampening
Shock absorbers
effect.
for your mouth.
Yeah. So you just still crunch down, but it won't actually. It will pad the area between your teeth, it'll like.
So it won't, because obviously it's where it goes through the bone, isn't it?
Yeah.
It
So it's
vibrates
the
into your ear,
hard things crashing together.
Rubber teeth.
Now that is an interesting thing. That is interesting.
Right.
Yeah, that's relatively ingenious.
Thank you.
Also, you'd also look like a spaz, but
Yeah, but it's only while you're sitting at home watching TV, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or you go to the cinema, it's dark, no one's going to see you.
it's true.
It's not like you would do it in real,
But I do hate putting things in my mouth. I've got a retainer that goes in my mouth because I grind my teeth when I sleep.
Do you?
I used to. I've stopped now. But it was alcohol, I think, was causing it. Alcohol before bed was making me grind my teeth. I stopped drinking alcohol. I stopped doing it. But yeah, I couldn't really sleep with it in there.
Sure, it's not all those pills you took back in the day, Ross.
That's it, yeah.
Going in out, Screwface Johnson in. Ross
yeah,
in a
I got-
K-hole.
I got given one of those by my dentist because he saw. I think he realised I had a little bit of money, so I think he thought he'd fleece me out. So I paid £300 for a retainer I've worn like 10 times.
Excellent.
Jesus.
Oh, I was so sure that mine was a winner. I still think mine's the best.
You're always trying to implant people with stuff.
I just think it's the future.
He likes being
Biohacking.
inside people.
No, I just think I think biohacking is the future because I think
It is the future.
obviously humans can't evolve anymore. Physically, adapt physically. Like
We're not gonna
they say
evolve
because we live in such a life of relative comfort,
it's not just that, it's
and
the
we're
fact-
not trying to survive.
We're
the time.
living in a time where literally half, like, well, it's probably not half. There is a percentage of the population that is the next stage of human evolution. There are people who don't get wisdom teeth.
Yeah.
Because our mouths now,
Yeah, but I mean more drastic shit.
The other problem is it isn't a society of strong survive, weak die anymore. The weak seem to multiply and the strong seem to
yeah.
only have a couple of children. So
that's
evolution works by the strong thriving and the weak dying off.
But
Yeah,
what I'm
it's-
saying
yeah.
is to then accelerate evolution. I think
I mean,
things
yeah,
like
it's
biohacking,
definitely going that way.
But the thing is,
Wearables.
You're not going to get like huge deviations, like humans all of a sudden grow wings or anything. I mean,
but you
I
can
say,
implant wings.
I say all of a sudden. No, you're not going to get huge deviations because we're so far along the chain.
That's what I'm
chain
saying.
anyway.
It slows down, doesn't it?
That
So
our last, if you were going to say take wings for example, to find our
last
common ancestor with
wings.
something that had wings would be, God knows, probably some.
Bat.
You're talking way before dinosaurs, even.
Anyway, yeah. So, I just think that's the case. I think sort of maybe not genetic engineering and.
I think that I'm all up for implants if technology is reliable and it's safe. I would have things put over my eyes so I could have augmented reality, and I'd have implants in my ears. Be happy to do all that.
Then what becomes reality? I think that's a great idea for a sci-fi story.
It's called The Matrix.
No, that's not the Matrix, though, is it? No, I'm talking about the sort of consequences of the technology.
Halfway between The Matrix and Inception.
Not
When
really.
are you in reality? When are you?
You need a spinning top.
I would do it in a less self-aggrandizing way than Chris Nolan would.
Great score though.
That's exactly it. You just see the conductor and
And fuck shit up.
It works well. The score does work very well. You're a bit biased to Hans Zimmer, I think. I think Hans Zimmer's a very, very, very good composer, but I don't think he's as great as everyone says he is.
maybe he's just reliable. He turns up for work on time and stuff. Maybe that's why people use
I
him all
was
the
having
time.
this. I was having
He's
this,
no John Williams.
I was having a conversation with Chris Fox, who's also been on the show before, about this the other day. And he was saying, he was sort of like making the point that Hans Zimmer's more sort of a brand now. Like a lot of his stuff's ghostwritten, apparently.
Oh, really?
But
When he gets approved by him, does it on the way through?
what I was sort of like saying is that like that Hans Zimmer seems to get, whether it, how much of his time is spent on these projects is, obviously debatable, because he does shitloads of films like John Williams does, or has always done very few films, because he will score a film, maybe a film a year,
Yeah.
whatever. But Hans Zimmer knocks out 10 films a year. Like it's impossible to do for one person to actually score 10 films a year. So,
No.
but I was saying that there does seem to be sort of like quite a strong positive correlation between good Hans Zimmer scores and Christopher Nolan, and I wonder if like he encourages him to spend more time on the project. Like I can't think of a
he actually employs him as opposed to his company.
I can't think of a Hans Zimmer Chris Nolan score that isn't good. I can think of some other scores that Hans Zimmer has done which are not so good, but like the soundtrack to Interstellar is fantastic.
Oh, that evokes a lot of emotion, actually.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It reminds me of Vangelis's score to the original Blade Runner, but
Yeah, I
like
know what you mean,
updated to the sort of 21st, a little less 80s.
Yeah, but that's like a beautiful score. But
Yeah.
like he did Planet Earth. Well, I don't know if he did Planet Earth, but certainly did Planet Earth 2. And I thought,
With that iguana got chased by those snakes.
yeah, I thought that was very good. That score for
I'm
that.
not saying that Hans Zimmer isn't any good. I think
No,
he's very, very good.
I was just.
I just think he's slightly overrated for what he is.
I would not disagree with that.
No.
Yeah.
He's sort of, he's people bow down to him, but I think there's
It's
a
a bit
lot
like
of people
my card when I came back from the teachers at school. It's like he's good when he applies himself. Is it like that with Hans Zimmer? When he's actually takes his time to do one,
yeah.
he's amazing.
That does seem to be the case because he's done a shit.
Yeah, it's like my report card at school. Yeah,
It's exactly like my report card as well.
Yeah.
Actually, a bright boy only does well when he's interested in things.
that's it. Exactly the same. James has already named it. That saves a bit of time.
Good.
Masticating in public is not okay.
Somebody made a comment the other day that really stuck with me. Someone I work with said that his girlfriend says that people who eat while they're walking, only fat people eat when they're walking, basically, is what they were saying. So you shouldn't walk and eat. She always complains at him when he eats while he's walking, basically. And I thought, it's kind of true. You should kind of always sit down and eat your meals.
I don't mind walking and eating. Depends what it is. Bag of chips, I'll walk and eat that.
Yeah.
Ice cream, walk and eat that.
Yeah, definitely.
But you should. You could stop and then just enjoy the food.
Mars bar.
Walk and eat.
Drive and eat.
But what if you're like on your way to something important?
Yeah.
Like I'm
I
running.
get that, but it was one of those things I thought, I should take more time to stop.
Pasty.
Stop and eat.
Tell you what you probably shouldn't. Yeah, there's so many foods that are just almost designed to eat on the move. It seems like a shame for them not to live up to their potential.
It's true.
You could
Like
also
Hans
stop. Just like Hans Zimmer. And we're around and we're back again.
I think drawing parallels to Hans Zimmer and a pasty has probably called the show to it. So which solution we're going to go with then?
I don't know because I don't. Like
You
putting
get the
things in my
deciding
mouth.
vote, I think.
I don't like putting things in my mouth, but then your tech isn't here yet. But
Well, that's never been a problem before.
No.
I worry about the hackability.
so you be walking along and someone just goes penis in your ear. What?
Ross is a wanker. Ross is a wanker.
Well, no, you choose what you're pairing it to, and then you could turn on your ears when you're out and about.
Yeah, but you know that no one, exactly like the same as the stereo on my phone, that no one is going to change it from 0000.
That's it. The pair code.
How do you even change your phone's Bluetooth, your stereo's Bluetooth pairing code?
can't.
They never give you any option to change it. There's just all fucking 4 zeros.
Yep. I think I'll go with yours, Dom. But I think that it needs refining because I think it's like Dan said. I think someone could sneak up behind you and you would.
I'm a concepts guy. I'm a big picture guy. I'm not an implementation guy.
Okay, well, R&D can sort that out.
Yeah, send it down to R&D. Solved.
You are a big P guy.
Are we going with James's name, or are we going to have a little think, see if we can think?
What's his name?
Masticating in
Masticating in
public
public is not okay.
It's good, but it doesn't rhyme and there's no alliteration.
It's good, but there's other one.
You've got a matter of seconds, James, to think of a new one. I don't think he was with us for the whole time. I think he kind of...
Mastication proclamation. There you go. That rhymed.
That is getting there.
Yes.
Let's put that on the maybe pile.
Okay. Such passive-aggressive looks coming over this table.
Sorry, Dom. What did you say?
Ooh. A lot of talk about Keanu this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mastication matrix.
Got to chew that blue pill. Talk Stop trying to eat me and eat me.
I quite like that one.
Oh, good to know that nearly an hour into the podcast, Facebook is building an audience for us, and it's about to tell our friends that we're live.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Thanks for that.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, Facebook.
Has it just told you we're live?
No,
Is that what's coming up? It's just told us
it's-
that
no, it's my NHL app telling me I can watch the action live.
Have you been watching hockey this year?
No, I couldn't afford to, but I've been following the hockey.
Okay.
Watching highlights and stuff.
It's nearly drift season. Oh, yeah.
I saw an advert for a drift thing up near the Lakeside Arena place the other week.
Yeah.
Essex Arena, whatever it's called.
Got a lot of snow up there, do they?
They do it down at Lyddon. You can take your car along and have a little drift.
Are you going to?
100 quid for the day. It's not just 100 quid, is it, Dom? It's because I've got to put fucking 400 quid worth of tyres on it.
That's true.
So it's not just that, and then it's the fuel, and then it needs to have a service after you've thrashed the shit out of it. It's a lot of cost, isn't it?
Yeah.
And when I've got a perfectly good circle outside my house.
Even I had a little skid round that the other day.
Did you?
Got a little skid pan outside his house, yeah.
Lovely.
It was a little bit icy, and I went to spin my car around in it, and the back went out.
Lovely.
Nice. Yeah.
Says the great masticate debate.
That's a lot better.
That's good.
It rhymes. You've appeased Dom.
That's good.
With your rhyming.
Is it for me? It's either that or stop trying to eat me and eat me. What's this? Oh no, he's having one of those paralysing heart attacks.
You can't hear me.
I'm trying to think of something for your luggoles, but I can't remember what it is. I can't think.
Oral mastication.
No. Which one?
No, Ross.
Don't be so fucking stupid.
No. Trying to say no more to people recently.
All right.
That's
I will enjoy that.
No.
Yeah, you did it again.
For fuck's sake, Dom.
No, it's just
Such a
I'm
no-man.
so when people just suggest things and I go, yeah, it's fine.
Surely you're supposed to
I'm
say yes
saying
more.
you guys specifically. I'm just saying people in general because I'm always saying yes to things where I don't really have the time to do them.
Oh, like projects and things.
Little projects or like hanging out with people and stuff like that, and it sort of really puts me out.
Are you breaking up with us?
No.
No, yeah.
Stop.
No, the
Stop
podcast.
it, Dom. You're making me feel bad.
The podcast is perfectly fitted into my weekly routine, and with my new job, which I'm starting in a couple of weeks, it will work out probably okay as well.
Probably okay.
Well, no, I might be.
No,
I might be.
no.
I might turn up. I might turn up exactly the same time as you two when you turn up late, so that'd be fine, wouldn't
Yeah.
No.
it? Let's go with the. Stop trying to eat me and eat me.
Yeah.
Well, oh, Rain Man's got one.
Chewing your ears off. Like the saying.
I like
Chewing your
that,
ears
but I don't know if the other two are better.
Oh, that's difficult.
Or should we-
It's down to you guys.
I like chewing your ears off, but there is a special place in my heart for The Matrix. And
what one are you going to use for that then?
as the host, I'm going to go with
It covers all the bases as well.
Stop trying to eat me and eat me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
that's what we're going to call it.
Yeah.
Put a mark on the board. Light the ceremonial torch. It's a green flame this evening because Dominic has named the podcast.
Which colour is it for a new pope?
Red?
Something like
Oh,
that.
no, black smoke.
Black smoke.
No, white smoke. Sorry. It blow out black smoke until it goes
They
white.
could have done something a little bit more interesting, couldn't they? Like at the end of Back to the Future Part 3. Like the
Yes.
green smoke and the yellow smoke. And there's
Yeah.
just white smoke. Well, it's just kind of all smoke, isn't it?
Mm.
It's
say.
just smoke.
They got
could-
enough money. Like they
Yeah.
could probably develop a
Surely they
DeLorean.
can access the Red Arrows technology. And,
Right.
yeah.
Exactly.
Just stick one of those at the bottom of their chimney.
Yeah. Party Pope.
Do your thing, Dan.
My thing.
You're
sorry,
signing
sorry,
off.
Not
sorry.
that thing.
I mean,
Not tweaking your
scratching my nipple.
Stop itching your nips.
Do you want to itch yours?
Yes, please.
We'll be back. We'll be back on Monday with the news at Sticks, where we are covering a very interesting topic, which will be
I forgot what it is already.
What?
Dominic?
It's my one, is it?
Yes.
Oh, right, yeah. Will be which cartoon characters or characters from pop culture would you use to front your PSAs, public service announcements? So, like, don't talk to strangers, look left and right, that sort of thing.
That's a good point. I would have used Popeye for my ball checking campaign, considering he's so like covered in lumps.
Tumours.
Yeah, he's so lumpy that like he seems like a man who knows what his body feels like.
And as we know, spinach causes prostate cancer. So.
Does it not cure
I
it?
was going to say, fucking hell.
I like
love
a bit
spinach.
I like a bit of
No,
spinach.
spinach is good for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Full of iron.
Superfood.
You know what superfood is a misnomer? Don't use it.
What he said.
Superfoods is like a marketing term. It's
Yeah.
not actually true.
And on next week's Super podcast, we'll be back on Monday with the news. In the meantime, head to sickitpod.com, send us your first world problems, and we will solve them just like we solved William's problem today. You can also
Big Willie style.
You can also get the links to all of our social media channels, all the ways to get in touch with us, and everything, basically, at stickitpod.com.
Yes.
Send us a message. Tell us you hate us. Tell us you love us. Tell us you
Want to play
You
with
loathe us.
our minds.
Tell us you
You tell us you want to check our testicles for lumps.
and don't forget to do that yourselves. Haven't got some testicles? Go and get some.
If you've got boobs, check those.
Yes.
What if I've got both?
Check them both.
Okay.
Check them all. Check the whole thing. Give yourself a good feel.
Check my feet out.
One other place you should check is underneath your arms.
That's for like breast cancer, isn't it? Basically.
I thought lymph. No,
Oh yeah, of
lymph.
course it is. Yeah. No, you're right. You are 100% correct.
And in your groinal area as well.
Well, check that plenty.
That's where lymph nodes are as well.
Hmm.
On your in your sort of inner thigh at the top.
Yeah, but is it a lymph node you get on the back of your neck as well?
You do have one on the back of your neck, but I think you notice that without having.
Yeah,
to check.
definitely. So that's been See If It Sticks for this week. I've been Dan.
I've been Dom.
I've been Ross.